Hi everyone, welcome to this flexibility yoga flow. My name is Mason and today I'll be guiding you through some dynamic stretches that'll help increase flexibility and mobility. All you're gonna need is your mat today, no props will be needed, and let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna get started in a child's pose, Balasana. So let's come to the back of our mat. Toes are gonna touch together, knees are gonna spread out wide. And let's go ahead and use our arms to walk us to the front of the mat. Let gravity just pull your head down here. Gently rest your forehead on the mat. Start to notice your natural breath flow through your body. Spread your fingertips wide. Press your fingers firmly on the mat. Start to notice how you feel in this practice. Let's go ahead and take in a nice big inhale. Feel your belly expand with air and feel your chest rise. And exhale, release. Feel your body sink into the mat. We'll take this breathing a couple more times while we're in this pose. Inhale, expand your lungs with air. And exhale, release. Notice how every time you exhale, your shoulders sink a little deeper towards the mat. One more big inhale. And exhale. From child's pose, we are going to shift into a cobra at the top of our mat. So tops of our feet are going to press into the mat, and let's go ahead and widen our shoulders a little bit so that our hands are at the edge of the mat. Gaze is going to come up to the sky and bring a slight baby back bend into your back, and try to press your shoulders together. Taking a breath here. And now we're gonna shift our hips back into a child's pose. And we're gonna continue this motion a few times. So we'll go from child's pose up to cobra. And this motion can be as slow or as fast as you'd like. Start to focus on your shoulders and press them together as you go into cobra. And then how your shoulders sink away from each other as you shift into child's pose. Notice how these poses start to counteract each other. And we'll do this a couple more times. On this very last child's pose, we are going to make our way into a tabletop. So shoulders are going to stack over our wrists, knees are going to stack right under our hips. And we're going to start to do some cat-cows here. So we'll go ahead and drop our belly to the mat. Gaze is going to come up to the sky. And then we'll round our back, pull our belly button up to our spine. Let our head just fall between our arms. This is very similar to that cobra to child's pose. Try to exaggerate every single one of these motions. Feel yourself press through your hands. Take one more round of this and then we'll come into a neutral spine. So once you find yourself in a neutral spine, we're going to do a thread the needle variation. So we're gonna go ahead and bend our right arm. Place it gently on our head, and we're gonna inhale and bring our elbow up to the sky. And exhale, we'll just gently pull it through. So this variation allows for a deeper shoulder stretch. It can also feel a little intense, so if you don't like the bend in the arm, you can go ahead and keep your arm just straight up. And we'll do this for a couple breaths. Nice big inhale. And release, exhale. You might notice your left arm doing a lot of work here, and that is totally normal with this variation. On this very last one, we are gonna go ahead and allow our right arm to come through underneath the left. And we're just gonna take a bind here. So left arm is gonna come to the small of our back. And you can gently soften your gaze and breathe here. Take one more breath. And let's go ahead and use our left arm to push us back up. And we're gonna repeat this on the left side. So let's go ahead and reach our arm up. Elbow is gonna bend and place it right on top of our head. And we're gonna start to thread the needle. Left arm's gonna extend, and then we'll weave it through. Again, if you don't like the bend in your elbow, option to just leave your arm straight. Whatever you feel you need for today. We'll do this for a few breaths. Really feel a nice deep twist within your spine. Last one, and then we'll take our left arm and weave it through, just gently placing it on the ground. Right arm is gonna come up to the sky, and we'll place it at the small of our back for a bind. Breathe here. Let's take one more nice big inhale and release, exhale. Let's go ahead and use our right arm to push us back into a tabletop. And then we're gonna press up into a downward facing dog. So we'll tuck our toes under and extend our hips up and back here. We're not gonna stay here long. We'll start to use our arms to walk back to the back of the mat. And let's go ahead and heel toe our feet apart. We're gonna drop down into a yogi squat malasana. And you can go ahead and just use your elbows to push your knees back here. Allow your hands to come to a prayer. And notice your breath here. We'll take in one more deep breath. Let's firmly place our hands up on the ground, and we're gonna walk back into a downward facing dog. So from here, you might need to make a couple of adjustments with your feet, bring them a little closer together. Allow your shoulders to press back into your thighs. Let's go ahead and pedal out the dog here. Bring as much bend into your knees as you need. Maybe you can even go up on your tippy toes or sway your hips from side to side here. Let's go ahead and extend that right leg up to the sky, and we'll place it on the outside of our right hand for a lizard pose. So you can allow your hips to just sink down here. You can stay up on your arms, or if it's comfortable for you, you can make your way down to your forearms. Allow your head to just gently fall to the mat. And we'll just hang out here for a couple breaths. If you're down on your forearms, go ahead and make your way back up to your hands. And we're gonna go ahead and take a spinal twist. And with our right arm, we're gonna reach back. And if possible, you can even bend that left leg and bring it to your hand. Taking a nice deep breath here and feel your hips really open up. You might even start to roll onto that back left leg, which allows for a deeper hip stretch. And go ahead and gently release. From here, we're gonna make our way back to a downward facing dog. If you need to take a moment to pedal out the dog, you can do that. And from here, we'll go ahead and lift our left leg up to the sky. And let's go ahead and place that left foot on the outside of our left hand. Again, you can stay up on your arms, or you can make your way down to your forearms and allow your head to just gently rest on the mat. Start to notice any tension that might be in your body right now, and try to just breathe through it. If you are down on your forearms, go ahead and make your way back up to your arms, and we'll take a spinal twist here and reach back for a nice quad stretch. If this is not in your practice today, you can go ahead and just take a spinal twist and maybe even just use your left arm to push off your left leg. And breathe here. We'll only be here for just a second. And release. From here, let's go ahead and make our way onto our back. You can go ahead and heel toe your feet out to the widths of the mat, and let's do a couple windshield wipers. Allow your hips to release here, and you might even feel your lower back release. And let's go ahead and come back to a neutral position here. You can even heel toe your feet back together just an inch or two. And we're gonna go ahead and take our right leg, place it right on top of our left leg, reach under our left thigh and pull it gently closer to us. You can make some dynamic movements here by pulling your leg closer and then farther from you. And let's go ahead and release that left leg back towards the mat. And now we're gonna take a shoelace position. So just like you're sitting in a chair, go ahead and wrap that right leg right on top of your left, as close as they can get. And we're gonna gently pull our left leg towards us. If you can grab onto your feet, go ahead and do so. You might need to pull your back up off the floor. And you might need to even adjust your calves here. If this isn't comfortable, you can just go ahead and wiggle them around. This is a very intense hip stretch on the right side. Gently close your eyes. Start to analyze how your body feels here. And let's go ahead and release. We'll repeat this on the opposite side. So let's go ahead and start with that figure 4 position. Left ankle is gonna gently rest on top of that right knee. And let's go ahead and pull that right thigh towards us. We'll make this a dynamic movement by just gently pulling and then lowering that right leg. And let's release. Bring your right foot back onto the mat, and we're gonna take that same shoelace position on this side. So go ahead and pull that left leg as close as you can to your right, like you're sitting in a chair. And we'll just hold onto our feet. You might notice that this side feels a little different from the last, and that is totally normal. You should feel a nice deep hip stretch within that left side. And you can make any adjustments that you might need to. So you might need to slide that right leg just a little closer to your body. You can soften your gaze and breathe here. Notice any tension you might be feeling. This is a very intense stretch. And let's release. Bring your feet back up on the floor, and we are just gonna rock up to a comfortable seated position here. Let's go ahead and gently just soften our gaze. We'll start to notice how we felt before and now after this practice. Taking a nice deep breath and release. Thank you so much for joining me for this flexibility flow today. Please feel free to leave any comments about how you might feel with this practice. And if you haven't already, go ahead and check out my other weekly videos. And thank you so much for joining me today.